Hello. How is your day going? I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'm hoping that I can be of assistance. Today, I think I have found out something that can change our lives, and that is how you can use intellectual properties that are already popular to sell your very own video games. If that sounds like something you're into, you know exactly what to do. But if you don't know, I'll tell you later. So, hello, guys. Let me get into focus. I just recently saw an ad on Instagram when I was scrolling because that's what I do sometimes, looking to create bigger and better and bolder content for you guys. And on Instagram, this ad was for a game which is known by a different name, but essentially it's actually a game for or showing off One Piece characters. And then when I looked upon who actually made the game or what company specifically made the game, it was an entirely different company. Now, this is not the first time that I have seen someone use the intellectual property that's already well known in order to sell a video game, but at least at the minimum, both of these companies were able to get me to click the link, and even one of the companies was able to make me download the game. Like, they enticed me to download the game. So if you want to tap into this is just smart marketing. I'm going to show you exactly what happened, and hopefully you guys can learn from this. So right now, I got to get my phone because I'm doing this on the computer for you guys, but I bumped into all of this on the phone. So first, I'm going to, and actually, do I even have uh yeah, I don't have it. I don't have one. So first of all, let's see if we can find the first one. The first one, I'm gonna go to the Google Play Store. So let's actually head there. I'm gonna play it or post it up here. I'm gonna remove all these videos because they can bog down the computer. And we're gonna go. Let me bring this closer so you guys can hear me clearly. We're going to go to the Google Play Store. It's very simple. As you guys can see, I already have it available. You can actually go there from your computer also. But it looks like it has less variety, which is a little of an annoyance to say the least. But as long as it works for what I need it for, great. So next, I'm going to type in something called Poke Rush. Look at this. All right, so here what we have is Monster Squad Rush. But as you can see, when I typed in Poke Rush, it also came up. Okay. The company that is hosting this is known as Tap Nation, and they have it looks like they have an entire website devoted to all of their, oh, no, this is just all the games they've come out with. So look at this. Look at this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so they have Split Crowd Run. They have Z Warrior Runner, and they have Titan Rush. They have Monster Fight, and they have Webmaster 3D, and they have figurine art, which we definitely know what that is. Okay, so we're going to check out all of these. As you can see, Monster Squad Rush. I'm hoping that you guys are noticing a pattern here. Okay. So then we have, look at this. Look at this. We have Split Crowd Run. But as you can see, we have a Naruto character here. Is even using the Rasengan, wind style Rasengan, or what is it called? Wind Shuriken, right? It's and I'm not gonna show you the gameplay footage. I'm gonna get that later on. But it's basically a runner game similar to the Monster Squad Rush, right? So then we go to Z Warrior here. We go to, what is it called? Z Warrior Runner. Okay. And you grab the key, but it's another runner game. Oh, look, you could go Kaioken into Kaioken mode, if you guys could see that right there. Okay. Then we have Titan Runner. they use a few characters from Attack on Titan. And look, they use the they use the slingshot thing in order to get across. Nah, okay. All right. Let me see. What is this? Oh, this is Monster Fight. Now, I mean, on the cover it had the different oh no, it does. This is the squirrel. This is Gara's Beast. This is Naruto Beast. It looks corny. Uh they have the beasts here, then they just redo it over and over again. Um and then they have this. I don't even remember there being a bird in Naruto, but it is what it is. But you battle the beasts, invoke mystical creatures with the hand signs. Okay. They're really trying. Okay, now this looks a little bit cooler. This looks like it took a little bit more effort. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's actually pretty enticing right there. I could understand this is called Webmaster 3D. And so I could see how that could be fun. I could see how that could be enjoyable. And then of course, last but not least, you have figurine art where you get to color all of the different figurines any way that you want. And you get to put them together. So that's pretty cool. So I could understand how people or kids specifically might like this little coloring. I don't know if they make it like you have to color it this way because that could be annoying. But if you're allowed to color it any way you want, I could understand that being a little fun. So I'm hoping that you guys notice a pattern. But if somehow you don't yet notice, we're going to look up the game, the game that really got me. And I think the like what happened was it was also it was an Instagram ad. So since it was an Instagram ad, right? I don't know if you guys know, but like when you use YouTube or specifically when you use YouTube, I think Facebook probably works highly similar. But when you use YouTube as your ad platform, you're allowed to use a video, and when you use that video does not have to be available to the public. It could be an unlisted video. So only people who have that link can see that video, which means that the Instagram ad video may work the same way. Like the video that I saw was pretty cool, but I may not be able to access the video because when I went to their YouTube channel, when I went to their YouTube page, or not, excuse me, not the YouTube page, when I went to the Google page, it only had pictures. It didn't have any it didn't have any video because I really wanted to see that video again. So let me see, because I think I sent it to myself. So whoops. I was hoping I sent it to myself. But maybe I didn't. Maybe those were ads for other games that I saw. Give me a moment. Um yeah, so on Instagram they called it Pirate Saga. So let's see if I could find it here, because I don't think that's the name of it when you get to it. Pirate. All right, so let me see. This doesn't look like it's it. This is probably what they were trying to look like. Um, this is also maybe what they were trying to get it to look like. Let's see. I don't see any other ones right now. So I'm going to tap here, and I'm going to put, just for you guys, I'm going to put the gameplay footage up or and it's in early access, so that's probably also why it hasn't shown up just yet. Strong World. I mean, there it goes. The Strong World by Tom Wall. And so as I showed you, it just has pictures. Okay. And so what this game is another like gotcha game with turn-based mechanics. You get 3 characters on a team. Let me make sure you guys can really see this. But you get 3 characters on the team. After you get the 3 characters on the team, you use them to battle. They all have different abilities. The animation looks relatively good, but the ad that I saw, or the ad that I'm talking about, is not the ad that I actually was talking about specifically. So right now, actually, I'm going to just start recording it on my screen. So do some screen recording real quick. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to definitely have to show that to you guys in a moment. This is going to be the raw file of the video, so a better version of the video is coming up in a little bit. Probably is going to be directly after this. But as I said, this information, like learning this, really makes me a little bit more confident in releasing the kind of games that I want to release, which are games based off of nostalgia, but specifically characters and series that I greatly enjoyed as a child growing up. So as you can see, this is by Tom Wall, and if we type Tom Wall, we tap Tom Wall as developer, we only see this one page because this is the game. As I said, it's in early access, and I mean, it looks like from the video, it looks like it could be good, but I don't know if this is the actual video, right? If this is the actual game footage. A lot of people use other things to make their game footage, and in fact, I'm going to show you guys how you can make some gaming footage using Blender, because I'm gonna try that myself. So let me see. We have this. Originally, this is what they're competing against. They're competing like against this One Piece Treasure Cruise. Okay, as you can see by Bandai Namco. Anytime I see an anime game being advertised anywhere, especially at least over here in the West, over here in America, anytime I see an anime game, if this game is not being released by Bandai Namco, it's a little sketch. I'm looking at it a little funny. Okay. So this is one of the games where you can collect, of course, bunches of characters, battle those characters against other characters, and these have chubby animation characters. So I'm hoping that the other game, if I were to download it, doesn't have chubby or chibi animation characters, because I don't really like those characters that much all the time. Only time I liked them was in Little Fighters, and that was because in Little Fighters, I don't know any of those characters personally, and I really at the time was a child, so I couldn't, or I wouldn't visualize them as better looking characters, you know. So then we have One Piece Bounty Rush, which this is the trailer, and this looks like it may be where the other guys may have gotten their footage from, because this looks good. But this looks like it's just a fighter. But I don't know. But it's actually looking quite fun. I think I might have to download this. Now I'm not even a One Piece fan as far as the show is concerned. But as far as video games, they make some good video games. Or people who have One Piece make, and look, another one by Bandai Namco. Like, they make all of the games. So anyway, we go back to Monster Squad Rush, and like I said, I'm hoping that you notice the pattern. So the cool thing is, even when I went into the game, I downloaded the game, And even when after I downloaded the game, I noticed some things. So, for instance, these two characters right here, they are not Pokemon. I've never seen them as Pokemon. Okay, um, so when you see, and these other characters here, they're not Pokemon. Now, also, this appeared to me. This appears to be Brock, right? To you, this appears to be Brock. But when you look at the character more, there are differences that cause him not to be Brock. They actually showed Ash, or they actually had Ash playing on here. The same thing. Like, look, hold on. If we go here, no. This, I don't know what Pokemon that is specifically, but it's not a Pokemon. Here, these are so totes not Pokemon, guys. So I was really amazed by it. I was really amazed to see that they're not Pokemon. Now, of course, there are a few ads in the games and stuff like that, but right now we don't care about that. So, what is it that you should do in order to be able to release games? Because we know that a long time ago, a while back, let's say Pokemon Prism was coming under fire with a cease and desist by, or a cease and desist by, of course, the Pokemon Company, right? Also, we know that Pokemon Uranium again got a cease and desist notice from the Pokemon Company. So, what is it that allows those titles? What is it that allows those companies to be put down, basically? And I mean those indie developers, those individuals, to be put down, basically, or to be squashed by the Pokemon Company. And what is it that allows these companies to exist? Dang, why isn't it really charging? Anyway, allows these companies to exist unaffected by, of course, the Pokemon Company, the Pokemon franchise. Excuse me. Right. So I think I've figured it out, and it's actually, if you guys have been watching this long, not too hard to notice. So, all right, number one, all of the games are called something else. There's no Pokemon in the title. Okay. So because there's no Pokemon in the title, there's nothing to really worry about. It's very hard to find this. You had to stumble upon it, as I did, which is excuse me, which is through advertising. Okay. Two, if you notice here, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Two, if you notice here, full screen. All right. If you notice here, these are actually not Pokeball. They're actually eggs, but they're just similar to Pokeball in color. Okay. Same thing. This is not Ash. This is a character, some generic character that looks highly similar to Ash. Different color hat, different color shirt, right? Similar in style a little bit. The book bag or the backpack helps differentiate also. Then, of course, as you can see, this is not Pikachu. this is so. This is a different. This is a different creature altogether. Okay, so that's just with the icon. That's just with the icon. Okay. Um. So all these other creatures are not Pokemon, right? They're just with the icon. This is not Team Rocket. It's just a different. It's highly, highly similar. And I don't think this is just like, look, here we go. Rush towards the monsters. Battle arena. Collect monster balls, not Pokeballs, monster balls, to catch monsters and build a team. Pump up their power to train. Evolve monsters and battle against monster trainer in fight and fight games. And Two, I also think these types of companies or these individuals are not necessarily in America all the time. I think a lot of the times they're in different countries, so their laws over there are a little bit different when it comes to like Google and stuff like that. So then they have data safety information, and all the information they're gathering and using to sell you more ads and things of that nature. Um, and now I'm looking like here's the reviews. Here's all the reviews. So all the reviews are bad. Did I post up a review? No, I didn't post a review. But all the reviews here are bad. Okay, but nonetheless, now here's the key factor, the key most important thing that these guys did that actually helped them get 5 million downloads. Okay, let that sink in, guys. 5 million downloads. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys can see this. So let's make it. Let's make it. Hold on. Let me. I gotta figure this out. Gotta come up with a better way to do this. Bam. 5 million downloads. What did they do to get 5 million downloads, guys? What did they do? Well, they advertised. They paid for the advertisement. And the cool thing is, once they paid for the advertisement, even though I knew I wasn't going to like this game, I was intrigued, guys. I was intrigued. I was like, what? I'm like, okay, this looks like it doesn't have as much gameplay as I would like it to have, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, guys. And sure enough, I was disappointed. But they got me to download it, right? They got me to download it. And like I said, the game has a few ads. So I don't know how much Instagram ads cost, but I do know that 9 times out of 10 those ads definitely compensated, because that's what made me uninstall the game. One of the things that made me uninstall the game was too many ads. I didn't like how often the ads came up. That was greatly annoying. And so I just uninstalled it. I'm like, it's not worth seeing what it is. And actually their game loop, though, I had seen by the time I had uninstalled it, or by the time I was ready to uninstall it, I had seen most of the game loop. And so I wasn't really down for continuing to play with it. But they made their 5 million downloads. 5 million, guys. So it seems like there are some rules that you would have to follow. Number 1, make your game look highly similar to who it is that you're trying to look like. So for me, I'm going to be trying to look like Mega Man Battle Network. Okay. So I'm going to have some Mega Man Battle Network characters in the game. And of course, I'm going to have Mega Man or a Mega Man lookalike inside the art, or inside the artwork. Let me bring up right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have a Mega Man lookalike inside the production material, the promotion material, excuse me. And so I think that's pretty swell. Open up recent. Right. So since I want to do that, let's go here. And let's go here. Right. So since I'm like, this is catch here. Okay. This is ultimate catch, or bigger catch here. Ultimate catch. At least that's what I like to call them. But I'm going to have characters like this in the production material, in the promotional material, have some effects, some movement, stuff like that, and make it look good. Okay. But of course, make little like Catch. I don't know if Catch is even really owned by the company anymore, due to the fact that they only used him in one game, and that was it. And I'm not sure whether or not he showed up in the show, but I'm going to actually try to find those episodes, and maybe we could watch them together. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. But nonetheless, change the name of the game. Okay, so have it look similar enough. The reason why you're making it look similar enough is because in your promotional material, when you advertise, please advertise. When you advertise, the people who like those games, like the Pokemon franchise, like the Digimon franchise, Yu-Gi-Oh, and things of that nature, when they like these franchises, they are going to download. There's another one. If we type in, like, for instance, if you type in Pokemon, you get Pokemon Go, but you get Nexamon. You get Monster Storm 2. You get PokeQuest. You get a bunch of actual games that don't really have to deal with or not really Pokemon. But look how similar this looks to Pokemon. Like it's so on point. It's not even funny. It's basically Pokemon, right? And it looks the gameplay mechanics are just like Pokemon. As you can see, it's more refined though, instead of being so pixelated, granulated. But then look, Monster. Then they came out with another game, Monster Trips Chaos by Sharp and Play Entertainment. Monster Storm Aplio by Sharp and Play Entertainment. Like, they come out with the same game over and over again, with different monsters, okay, different creatures, different styles. And the cool thing is, let's say you make a game and it's not all the way up to par, it's not all the way up to snuff like you want it to be. Make another game. Don't erase the other game. Make another game. And now your portfolio looks better, right? So you make some tweaks, and then look at this. This is called Dracanis Go Catch. This game has similar augmented reality functionality as Pokemon Go, and it actually is enjoyable. It was an enjoyable game. I played it, but at the time it was killing my phone. It was oh man, it was destroying my phone. And so I said, no, I can't really play this because it was destroying my phone. But that was because I had a worse phone at the time. My two phones that I use now can run this with no problem. And look, it still has discover in reality the creatures, so you still get to walk around catching the creatures. And to me, I like the creature designs a little bit more than I like Pokemon, but maybe that's just because they're new, right? And still, you can do PvP battles now. I don't remember them having that. No, they had that before, but you were playing the PvP. You were playing somebody else's squad. You wasn't actually playing that person. And I think the PvP in Pokemon Go is actually still like that. I don't think you're really playing these people live, but I don't know. So you can catch the creatures. Look, they change, as you can see, they changed the color of oh man, you guys are seeing this too teeny. Let me get there we go. They changed the color of the Pokeball. So, and it doesn't look quite like a Pokeball. It's so totally different right here. It's really different enough that you wouldn't automatically be like, oh, this is Pokemon. Like, you can be, but there's so many differences between it. So as you guys can see here, under here, where we get to list some things inside of the game to help people find the game more easily, we typed in Pokemon. So I'm assuming that somewhere, somehow Google has associated the game with Pokemon. Either they've taken, and there's some tags that we're missing that we're not able to see, so that helps. But also, more people who were looking for Pokemon have probably clicked this specific game, thus allowing it to be associated with Pokemon. So you can actually easily use other IPs, other more popular IPs, in order to help you sell your games. So make it look close enough, but off enough that no one can confuse the two. Because as long as no one can confuse the two, then you'll be fine. Have Pokemon somewhere in your tags, or whatever the game name, have it somewhere in your tags, but again, have it different enough. Because remember, a lot of the reasons why a lot of games end up flopping, end up getting smushed, is because, or end up getting smushed by the company that they're inspired by, is because you tried to make money from it. And not only did you try to make money from it, but you tried to make money from it using the name of the game, using names like Pokemon, Digimon, all that stuff. You got to change. Even a game called Temtem or Teppen was able to not Teppen. It's not Teppen. It's yeah, I think it's Temtem. If I type in Temtem, let's see if anything comes up. Yeah, here we go. Temtem. Even Temtem was only able to be as successful as it is because they had a different capturing system. They have different creatures. They have of course, a differing storyline, a completely unique name, Temtem, right? We don't think Pokemon. Well, I mean, now we think Pokemon when we see Temtem, but you don't normally think Pokemon when you think Temtem. And then even in their About app information, they still never, they use trainers, but no one can copyright trainers. But they don't use Pokemon in the name anywhere. So although it may be very difficult to sell your game without saying Pokemon, right? It may be a little bit difficult, but that's only in writing. And that is why I suggest that you actually take the time to create some promotional material where you can actually advertise your game so people can actually see your game, because seeing your game is really what is going to allow everyone to actually be enticed to download your game. Like, oh, it looks like Pokemon, it looks like Digimon, let me give it a try. And all of these companies have been successful. 1 million downloads over here. I don't know if you can see it, but that 1 million downloads over there. What do we have? 1 million downloads over here. Nexamon. Nexamon has 1 million downloads. I mean, all you look, 1 million downloads, right? 1 million downloads. Each ad is like a cent or something like that. Each person has seen that ad at least one time, and 1 million times one is 1 million pennies, and 1 million pennies, I have no idea how much that actually is, but I'm just saying, I know that is some money in your pocket, guys. So basically, spend money to make money, guys. Make something that people are going to like, make something that people are going to enjoy, make something that looks similar to your audience and what they're normally into. And I do understand, guys, I am not just saying this. What I'm going to do is now that we know, or now I'm even more intrigued, I'm even more excited. I highly believe that it is highly probable that I can make exactly what I want to make. Without worrying. I'm gonna make the name called something different, so it's not going to have Mega Man in there. And then I'm going to make the promotional material not have Mega Man in there. Possibly, I don't know. I might sneak them in. I've got to do some more studying and see if cameos are allowed, right? But I'm gonna put this all together, and then I'm going to see if I'm going to basically set up the app page, and we're going to see if we can really put this to task. We can really put this to fruition. We can really make this real, guys. I think it's really possible, and I'm hoping that you guys stay along to see if what we've learned today is actually true. Because if it actually is true, then guys, we don't have to be afraid anymore, and we can actually do something. But with all that being said, I hope to see you guys in my next video.